Abraham and Sarah were dead. Isaac was an old man now. He lived as his father had, trusting in God's promise to bless all the nations through their family, through one of his sons. Twins, Jacob and Esau. From the womb, the boys had wrestled with one another, rivals in everything. Two nations warring against one another. Their rivalry spread to and was nurtured by their parents. Isaac favored Esau, the older brother, an outdoorsman, a hunter, the one both blessing and birthright belonged to by custom. But Rebekah, his wife, loved Jacob, the younger, crafty and clever, who preferred to stay close to home, whose inheritance by birth would be the lesser. Two nations warring against one another. One would be stronger than the other. Their war was not one of physical strength, but of trickery and deceit. A war that Jacob was uniquely equipped to win. And the younger brother used his strength against the elder, first gaining his birthright, his inheritance, in exchange for a bowl of stew, and later by deceiving his father and impersonating his brother, robbing Esau of his blessing, to carry on the promise God had given to Isaac, and to Abraham before him, to be a great nation with descendants as numerous as the stars in the sky, through whom all nations would be blessed. Two nations warring against one another. The older would serve the younger, but not yet. Jacob's deception cost him everything. Fearing his brother's reprisal, he fled into exile. He ran from his family, from the sin and dysfunction that tainted them, from his deception and scheming to take the blessing that didn't belong to him. He ran from everything, even the birthright his scheming had won. But he could not escape the God of his fathers and the promise that belonged to him. Your offspring will be like the dust of the earth. All the peoples on earth will be blessed through you and your offspring. I am with you and will watch over you wherever you go. I will not leave you until I have done what I have promised you. Two brothers, two nations, warred against one another. But from before they were even born, before they had done anything right or wrong, God knew who would prevail, because God had set him apart. Jacob, the younger brother, the deceiver, the heel grasper, the one no one would have expected to be the father of a nation. But even though it did not belong to him by birth, even though it was a blessing he did not deserve and no one would have expected it, the blessing always belonged to Jacob. The younger was always the one God had intended to bless for his purposes, to carry on the promise he gave to Abraham, Jacob's grandfather. He was unworthy, but God showed him mercy. God blessed him as he settled in the land of his uncle Laban. Jacob prospered as he tended to his uncle's herds. God blessed him with 12 sons who would grow into hundreds, then thousands, then millions of descendants. A great nation, and from that nation another unexpected son would emerge. A second son, Jesus, born in humility, who would be the blessing to all the people of the earth in the most unexpected way imaginable, by dying to rescue them from their sins. All who believe in him are given a blessing they do not deserve and is not theirs by birth, a blessing they are called to share with others and to keep sharing until it reaches the ends of the earth.